Today's tutorial is fish makeup. So what I'm going to be doing is kind of just giving you some technique so that maybe this isn't exactly the look you want for your Halloween costume, but if you watch this video, you'll be able to learn technique on how to create your own variation of these things. I'll be explaining how to do your own fish scales, how to make your own custom eyelashes, as well as just kind of creating different illusions with your eye shape. So stay tuned and keep watching to see how you can do this yourself. Okay everyone, let's go ahead and get started. Now the first thing you want to do when you're doing any sort of custom makeup is you're going to want to provide a base for the makeup to adhere to. So you don't want to apply makeup onto bare skin only because it's not going to stick. So what I did to make my base to start this tutorial is I just applied my concealer and my foundation, and it kind of gives my skin a little bit of a tacky feel. So then I applied a light dusting of loose powder, and now I'm going to go ahead and proceed with the actual colors that I want to apply to my skin. So the first color I'm going to use is just a white translucent pigment, and I'm just going to kind of dust that all over my face so that kind of will give my skin a little bit of a glow, as well as make it seem a little bit more pale so that the colors will have even more pop when I do apply the other colors. Okay, and the camera's not picking up this color really great. What I'm actually seeing when I look in the mirror is more of a iridescent, whereas the camera's just kind of picking up a sheen. This is more of an iridescent-y eyeshadow that I'm using, and I'm just applying this loose eyeshadow to my entire face. So the next color I'm going to use is loose powder pigment green, and I'm just going to start applying that to kind of add some contour and shape to my face. So let me get that on my brush. And I'm just going to add it right underneath here, under my cheekbones. And then you're just going to want to go ahead and just keep blending, because the more you blend your makeup, the better this look will be. And go ahead all the way up to your earlobe and just kind of go over that so it doesn't look like you have this dark makeup and then a white earlobe. So I'm just going to keep working with this green and apply it everywhere that I want to see green. Okay, and now I'm going to take my next color, which is a blue, and I'm just going to blend that blue in and kind of diffuse it out along the edges of where I previously applied my green. Now we're going to start on the trickier part of this tutorial, and what we're going to try and do is kind of give our eyes more of that round appearance than what they naturally are. So what we will do, I'm going to use a purple and my pencil brush, and what I'll do is I'll take my color right here in the corner and apply the darkest amount right here, and then I'm going to kind of just brush it up and over. And I want to make the outside of my eye as dark as possible right here on the corner, because I want to make it seem a little bit shorter. Okay, now I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Okay, and now I'm just going to take the color and do that same thing just in the edge right here of my eye. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my brightest, shiniest color that I have possible and just put it right here in the center, just to really make this inner part stand out and pop. Now I'm going to use my white eyeliner and line the inner half. Okay, next we're going to do our lashes, and I'm going to use my Shoe and Mirror lashes. I already talked about these in a previous post, and these lashes are amazing, and they have such a good integrity to them that you can manipulate them, add embellishments, and it's not going to ruin the shape or the hold of them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some feathers to the outer edges of these eyelashes, and I've used these feathers before. I just colored them black. They're white feathers that I colored black to match the lashes, and so I'm going to glue those pieces to the outer edge of my lashes and then glue the lashes onto my eyes. Okay, before we move on to our lashes, I completely forgot to do the most important step of this look, which is adding your fish scales. Now the great thing about costume makeup is you can use anything to kind of just be creative to get that look you want. And so I'm actually using fishnet stockings, which seems a little weird, but they have a really great pattern once I stencil that onto my face that'll give the illusion of scales. So I'm just going to go ahead and put this over my face so I'll look crazy for just a minute. And I'm just going to do my forehead portion for now so I can see you while I do it. So you're just going to put that over your face and then take any sort of silvery color, because silver is going to be the color of a scale, and just stencil right over your stockings like this. Okay, so I'm going to zoom in just a little bit more so you can kind of see those scales that I just created on my face. Do that just a little more. And now to finish off this fish look, I'm just going to add my eyelashes with the feathers and do a fish mouth. And I will come back to show you how that looks when I'm finished. Okay, so I went ahead and I added my lashes with the feathers, and I did just a tiny little kind of pursed fish lips with silvery, the same silvery eyeshadow that I used above here on my eyes. And so here is your final product. So hopefully you guys were able to follow this tutorial, and good luck with making it your own. Thanks for watching.